Do you like Christmas Day?
Yeah, do you?
I like Christmas Eve.
I don't go to
Christmas Eve is good. Law and Hardy's on it.
I watch Law and Hardy at Christmas Eve. So for a long time now.
And I watch Jack and the Beanstalk.
So do I.
What do you like best about Christmas Day then, the two of you?
Toys, do you?
Mm.
Do you always get toys that you like?
Yeah.
I always are.
I'm always getting twines and stuff and
things like that.
You know that everybody gives presents to children. Why don't children give presents?
They do give presents to Jesus when it's his birthday on Christmas Day.
What sort of presents?
All sorts of ones. Saying prayers, going to church, don't talk at church, and be good and wash your plates up. And when you go to cousin's house, don't muck about.
What do you eat on Christmas Day?
Turkey, peas, and sometimes chicken and peas and mashed potato. When I tell my mum I feel sick, she says, "You've eaten too much all the time. What are you eating?" She says, "Eating them grapes again."
Have you ever been sick at Christmas?
Yes, once at 8:30 I ate too much. I ate 4 roast potatoes, lots of greens, lots of peas, and a bit of turkey, and some Yorkshire puddings and gravy.
Do you think people drink too much?
Well, they all drink and they all laugh and that until they get themselves worn out and drunk,
Then what happens to them?
and they just flop off.
How do you mean?
Well, they say all kinds of funny things, get their words mixed up, and they just faint on the floor when they get too drunk.
Do you think they have a good time when they're doing that at Christmas?
Yeah.
But if Jesus looks down and sees how we're celebrating Christmas, what do you think he thinks of it?
I don't think he likes all, boozing and all that.
He must like it because or else he'd stop it, wouldn't he?
How much boozing do you reckon goes on at Christmas?
Not much. Well, I suppose one man gets one over the 8.
Do grown-ups enjoy their Christmas as much as children, do you think?
I don't know.
Well, they're very
They might in
merry.
bed.
Do what?
They kind of sleep it off.
How do you mean?
Well, they have about
Yeah, do things in bed,
8
don't they?
pints, and then
What?
they go have a bit of telly, stay up till about 1 o'clock, and then go in bed, and don't get up until 12.
Do you believe that Jesus thinks some people waste money at Christmas?
Yes, I think that he thinks it's a terrible waste because he took a very long time to make the world and all the animals he made, and people, of course, he meant people to kill them and so that they could live, but when they found people leave lots of meat and things at the end of their plate and then chuck it down into the bin, probably gets very annoyed about it.
The rich family very often get quite a lot of presents and lots of sweets and turkeys and things, and they have so much to think of. They don't really think of Jesus. But the poor family, they don't get really so much, and they can't afford to buy presents, very many, and so they don't have so much time to think about all the things they get, and they can think about Jesus and go to church.
Are there some parts of Christmas that you don't like?
Yeah.
What?
The children's parties.
Why not? What's wrong with children's parties?
The children are too horrible.
Why do you have to look after some?
Yeah.
Who's Santa Claus then?
I think it's my mother and father dressed up.
Yeah.
So,
Dear, why do you think that?
well, because I don't know anybody else who can come in the house. So they came
I
down
don't
the
hear the door
chimney,
creaking
they'll
and
get-
everything.
You what?
They get black if they get on the chimney, and they get all black, and sometimes you can see soot marks or something. Because my mum sometimes takes me to the shops
Yeah.
to have a look which toys I want, and they're good ones.
Don't you see Father Christmas there, though?
Yes, he dresses up and
Yeah.
dresses up.
sits down and then he talks to
He
you
used to come
about
to the
what
infant
you would
school,
like.
didn't he?
He tells you you must be asleep on the night, and then otherwise, and then he gives you a little present and you go off.
Don't you think that's Father Christmas, though, in the shop?
I don't know.
I don't think so. It's a man dressed up, I think.
Because one day, his beard, I saw the chin on here, and he had a black moustache. I think he painted it black. I think he painted it white. He must have painted it white.
Why does he do this, then?
I don't know.
What about the real Father Christmas? Where's he?
They say he's in North Pole or somewhere, South Pole.
What I can't understand is how when my mother sends a message to him, I never see where she sends it, but I don't know how I'm going to get the present because she writes it down on the paper and I don't know where the post delivers them.
I try to read the message, but I can't. Sometimes she hides our presents, always.
She hides mine.
But I can see mine, but I can't reach. She puts them on this high wardrobe in the hall.
What happens when Father Christmas comes?
My sister opens one eye.
How do you mean? What does she do? Now, what does she do that for? Look through one eye.
So Father Christmas doesn't know.
And what's she trying to see, do you think?
Take his beard off.
Does he take his beard off?
Yeah.
When?
I think, and he feels itchy.
When he what?
Feels itchy.
Can you imagine that Jesus is going to be born again? Where do you think he'd be born?
Well, I think he'd be born in a warehouse, something like that.
A warehouse?
Yeah.
Why a warehouse?
It's very rough and not very humble, I mean, and all that.
Why?
I think he'd be born in a derelict house.
A derelict house?
Yeah, all the bricks coming down.
Why do you think he needs to be born in somewhere poor?
Well, he wanted to be like them and not just go with the high classes and be all posh like that. Think like that.
What do you think?
Rather be with the tramps and all that.
What would have been wrong if he'd been with the high classes and been posh?
Well, they'd say, look at this old joker. He's going on something about something that...
Where did he get his
true.
money? Where did he get his money? He hasn't won the pools or something, has he?
Don't you think a man can be rich and posh and still be a good man?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, but
usually money is one of the things that draw you away from Christ, as well as women and television and most of really it's mostly money.
Instead of the wise men and the kings and the shepherds who came to see him, who'd come and see him this time, do you think?
Harold Wilson.
Why would he go and see him?
Yeah, well, it's the same.
Why not be Catholic?
What?
Why not be Catholic?
Who else would go?
He wants to see the Jesus Christ, the one and only.
I mean, if someone goes and say, look, it's Jesus Christ, I go and tell somebody. Then they say, what's he ranting about? And they say, he must be out of his mind, I won't go. I mean, no one will believe
that
Jesus Christ being born again.
If you went up to a fellow in the street just down the road and said, hey, Jesus Christ has been born again, he'd think you're probably filling up the loony asylum. Something like that.
Do you think he will be born again?
He will, yes.